JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. 11-year-old boy's death under investigation in Manchester. Police are trying to determine the circumstances surrounding the death of an 11-year-old boy who was found dead at his family home in Devon, Manchester on Friday. Police have identified the boy as Xavier Burnett, a student of Devon Primary in Manchester. Preliminary reports from the police are that the boy was left at home on Friday morning when his mother went to assist in cleanup activities at Devon Primary in the aftermath of Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. The mother reportedly told the police she returned home and didn't see her son. Police said she informed the child's father that the boy wasn't at home. Police said 2 hours later, while doing laundry, the woman saw her son's body at the back of an old storeroom. The police were then alerted. Detectives are awaiting a post-mortem to determine the cause of death. Residents sound alarm after oily substance and dead fish wash ashore at Falker Beach in Clarendon. A probe is to be launched after residents say an oily substance and dead fish have washed ashore at Falker Beach in southern Clarendon. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries confirmed that investigations into the incident will be launched. Environmentalists have expressed their intent to assess the situation. Residents say they have seen lobsters among the dead marine animals. They say the issue has disrupted the seafood trade and sparked concerns about potential environmental damage to the area's marine life. Daniel McCoy, otherwise called Bongo, operator of Bongo Seafood Restaurant, said the substance appeared shortly after the passage of Hurricane Melissa on October 28. "In my 13 years of operating here, I have never seen anything like this," he said, noting that fishing activity in the area has come to a halt, affecting local livelihoods. Overseas visitor Dr. Whitford Reid described the situation as complete devastation and called for a swift assessment by authorities, including NEPA. Residents are demanding urgent intervention to contain possible contamination and protect the coastal ecosystem that supports their fishing-dependent livelihoods. The area was once a vibrant hub for locals and visitors. More than 600 schools damaged by Hurricane Melissa. The government is reporting that more than 600 educational institutions sustained damage during the passage of Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. Education Minister Senator Dr. Daniel Morris-Dixon described the initial school repair bill as humongous, noting that the ministry will confirm the figure by next week.
In the affected parishes, we have a little bit over 450 that have been affected, and that's across the board: infant schools, primary schools, secondary schools, and also 8 tertiary schools. So far, we've seen estimates of 616 institutions having some kind of damage. Sometimes it's just a leak. Sometimes it ranges from a leak to the entire school being destroyed. So while I was in St. Elizabeth, the principals were saying that they are getting schools back. It may take a while to get everybody in, but the priority was for those who are doing PEP and those who are doing CXC and CAPE, CSEC and CAPE. The other consideration for us and what we're starting to look at, as we're looking at temporary shelter for people, we're also looking at temporary school structures, because we may have to use tents, we may have to get makeshift structures that our students can continue to learn in. So we've started that process.
Guyanese government donates relief supplies to Jamaica. The Guyanese government has donated relief supplies, including generators, to assess recovery efforts in Jamaica following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie thanked the Guyanese government at the handover ceremony on Friday.
This contribution to our relief efforts will go a far way in strengthening the work that we have been doing. As you know, that the country was severely devastated in 6 parishes, and that the Jamaican people at this time is experiencing a situation that we have never experienced before, because no one has ever experienced a Category 5 hurricane. And what Melissa has done, it has exposed Jamaica to the world, and we are now realizing how great this place called Jamaica is, because from every corner of the world, friends are gravitating to help in the rebuilding process here in Jamaica.
Bustamante Hospital for Children receives major boost as critically ill patients are transferred from hurricane-hit hospitals in the west. As hospitals in the north and west continue to reel from the effects of Hurricane Melissa, The Sandals Foundation has injected $6 million worth of equipment and resources to have the Bustamante Hospital for Children accept and care for the critical ill neonates, babies, and children who are being transferred to Kingston.
Sharon McLean Salmon. I'm a consultant pediatrician and hematologist oncologist. So what that means is that my responsibilities include taking care of children who are affected with cancers and blood disorders in Jamaica. Today we have received a gift donation from Sandals Foundation of 2 very important pieces of equipment, 2 monitors, which are essential for our team in terms of managing these patients, monitoring patients who are affected with cancer and who need intense monitoring to ensure that they are stable, that they are doing well while they are inpatients receiving this life-saving treatment. Give thanks is just not enough, and especially now as we are preparing to take in a lot more patients from the west, the affected side since Hurricane Melissa. These equipments are totally essential and will help us expand our capacity to accommodate this influx of patients.
So these are vital medical equipments that are needed for the survival and optimal management of our neonates. From the donations from, of course, your foundation, Sandals Foundation, we have a new monitor. What we were working with could only give us one vital sign. I'm going to ask Dr. Broughton to just go through exactly why is it so essential for us to have a monitor.
It gives us a lot of information and in one place. So it has a number of attachments that we could be attaching to our babies. It gives us continuous heart rate monitoring. It can tell us the baby's respiratory rate. We can get information in terms of the blood pressure, and even we can have a cardiac monitor to see the cardiac activity of the baby. And these are all provided via one machine and connected to the baby. So instead of going every 2 hours, every hour just to check on the vitals, we actually have continuous monitoring that can give us real-time information about what's going on with the baby. So this is very useful, and that's our continuous monitor. The other thing that we have and that we're so very grateful for is our infusion pump. So conventionally we have our babies, this is an example of a bottle of fluid. We tend to have lines connected between the IV fluid and the baby itself. Normally we have to manually adjust the rates to see exactly how much medication we're giving at what rate, and sometimes we run the risk of giving too much or too little, given that it's all subjective and being assessed manually. So with infusion pump that we connected from that fluid through here, and then they connect to the baby, will tell us exactly, we can identify exactly how much we're giving at a definite time period.
JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today.